Okay, let's dive into part 3 and see how to continue. So we left off with this. Now let's see how we're going to make this thing here. So for that, this I think we're going to be using this loop. Let me see. Let me see how this. Yeah, I think we should be using that loop here. We just need to maybe push it up, push these vertices up a bit, and move these like that. Maybe we can select these, move them around there. So we have something like that. Is it? Actually, these should come down here, like this, like this. See from the top, I think that's good. I'll just need to push these vertices around like that. So we can select this edge loop like that. I think it doesn't have to go all the way to the top. We need to bevel it like that, and then extrude along its normals. So extrude like so. And I think if we selected a face like this, let me see, before we do that, let me first delete this edge, and I also go to the center here, remove that. Okay, it has not created that face. So if we selected this loop here, let me see, if we use Alt S, it just pushes it outside. We want it to be bigger. So if I selected this face, I can go to this transformation orientation, hit plus, so that we get the orientation, these orientation controls to be oriented to this edge. And now we can select that loop, go to the scaling tool, and scale it. It's not working out as I expected, but we can select this edge loop, push it maybe out a bit like that, select this, push it out, upwards like that, so that is bigger at the top here. That's what we want to get. So we would have something of the sort. And maybe we can also add a loop around there, and another one in there. Maybe just connect that with that. So we would have something like that. Now we have this mess here, and to be frank with you, I'm not really sure how we're going to approach this, but let's try and see. So first of all, I'll make a duplicate of this, so that in case I make a mistake with this, you can see it looks good. Looks good. But to make these, let's try different ways here. So we're going to need a lot of vertices for this area. Let me see, if we started off with a plane, I'm thinking of using, remember to change the orientation back to global, so that you can scale this right. Apply the scale and rotation, extrude this, add a loop in the middle here. I'm going to try and use the array modifier for this and just snap it on there, and maybe we'll merge it later. So we do this, scale this down like that, then on subdivision surfaces and for more shading, add a loop in here, bevel that, add a loop in the middle. Let's scale this in like this. No, before we do that, we need a loop in the middle here, so we can scale that in, scale that into Y, expand that, scale that. I can add two loops at the opposite side, and now we can select this loop, push that in like that. Now we can bring these loops to be like that, and maybe like that. This would be something like that. We would not need these outside faces. And we can select this loop, Shift D to duplicate it, scale it out, and then extrude it like that. And we don't need it to have those supporting loops. Let me see. This is all going to depend on how detailed you want to be, but I'm trying to be as detailed as necessary as well. So let's extrude. I don't know, maybe these loops should be sharper. I don't think we're going to need these bottom vertices, so we can delete those, and also delete those, so we have something of this sort. We can use the array now. So these are two. You don't need this edge loop. So we also don't need this edge loop. Can bring these closer. We also need to turn on merge and make sure this array is above. So that would be our ring like that. Maybe we can add a loop in here and push these vertices up like that. So all the other details can be added with texturing. Now we can come in here to snap this here. You can just come in here, select this ring, Shift D to duplicate it, P to separate it, and let's first isolate it. So I'll hide this bottom, maybe hide this as well. So we have this ring here, and we can apply, let's see, should we apply the mirror? We need let's apply the mirror, and we can turn off the subdivision for now and convert this object into a curve object. So that is a curve, and now we can select this and add a curve deformer. Select this as the curve. We need to snap this to the same position, Shift S, selection to cursor. You see what we have. So if we unhide, we get that. It's too big, so we need to scale it down to the size that we are working with. So I think we also need to rotate it at an angle like that, and we just need to increase the array count until it's around there. Now let's first turn off the subdivision for now. And let's duplicate this in case we mess up, or we'll hide that. And apply the array and the curve. So this is what we have. Now we need to find a way to merge it with this object here. So let's first hide this here. I'm not sure if that is detailed enough for that area, but let's see. So we can select these here, delete vertices. Now we can join these. We can turn off these and see how we are going to manage connecting these two. So let me see if we selected this loop and that loop, sorry, this loop and this loop, this goes way out, so we just need to select from there. And this, and we used bridge because of the vertex count for this up here, it won't merge very well. So this is let's see. Let me see how it looks with these subdivisions. Let me first select these. I think we have a lot of polygons for this, so let's first delete them and see how we can reduce those. And hide. Let's see, come back to the array. I think we can merge these, all these at the center, like that. Do the same for this area. And I think we can also remove this, because it is adding a lot of vertices that are unnecessary, and maybe also remove some of these edge loops so that we can make our work more easier. This is how it would look, which is not too bad. And I think we can also reduce this down even further. We don't need all these edge loops. So we'll have around 6 vertices to deal with now. And let's try this again and see. So again, make a duplicate of this, hide that, and we can unsolo or unhide. Then apply the array, apply the curve, and see what we get. So you can see this is not as bad as we had it. So we can join the two and see how that goes. I'll switch off this. Now we can merge this. Can merge this with this with this with this, and when it comes to areas where we have more vertices, we can, let's see, we can just subdivide like this, and so that we have that extra vertex. Merge center like that, Shift N. Let's see how this looks. It doesn't look too bad. So I'm going to continue with this all the way until I get this all connected, and I'll see you in the next part. Thank you.